He is Jake. Jake got a raise on Monday. By Friday, he was already broke again. Not because he lost the money, not because something terrible happened, but because the moment his income went up, his lifestyle went up with it. And this is one of the most common money traps in the world. Let's call it the raise trap. Meet Jake. Jake is 27 years old. He works in an office, pays rent, buys groceries, uses a credit card, and tells himself the same thing every month. If I just made a little more money, everything would be easier. And honestly, that sounds reasonable. When your paycheck feels too small, more income feels like the obvious solution. Jake earns $2,500 a month. After rent, food, transportation, bills, subscriptions, and a few small treats, there is almost nothing left. So Jake waits for the day his income finally increases. Then one day, it happens. His manager calls him in. Jake gets a raise. Now he earns $3,200 a month. That is $700 more every single month. At first, it feels like freedom. Jake checks his bank account and thinks, finally, now I can breathe. But then his brain starts making a list. His phone is old, so he upgrades it. He is tired of cooking, so he orders more food. His apartment feels too small, so he moves into a nicer place. He deserves better clothes, so he buys them. He can afford a better car payment now, so he signs up. None of these decisions feel crazy. That is what makes the trap so dangerous. One new bill does not look scary. One extra subscription does not feel like a big deal. One nicer apartment feels like progress. But together, they quietly eat the entire raise. So Jake waits for the day his income finally increases. 3 months later, Jake looks at his bank account, and something feels wrong. He is earning more than before, but he still feels broke. The numbers changed, but his freedom did not. This is called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation happens when your spending rises every time your income rises. You make more money, so you spend more money. Your paycheck gets bigger, but your life gets more expensive at the same time. And if your spending grows as fast as your income, you do not build wealth. You just build a more expensive cage. Here's the simple version. If Jake earns $2,500 and spends $2,450, he has $50 left. Then Jake gets a raise and earns $3,200. But now he spends $3,150. He still has $50 left. His income increased, his stress stayed the same, and sometimes it gets even worse because the new lifestyle comes with fixed costs. A fixed cost is something you have to pay every month. Rent, car payments, subscriptions, insurance, debt payments. Once these costs go up, they are hard to bring back down. That is why one raise can disappear so quickly. The problem is not enjoying life. The problem is upgrading everything before you build any financial breathing room. There is a big difference between using money to improve your life and using money to trap your future self. This is where many people get confused. They think wealth is about how much you make, but income is only one part of the game. The real question is, how much do you keep? And what do you do with what you keep? Two people can earn the same salary and live completely different financial lives. One person spends first and saves whatever is left. Usually, nothing is left. The other person saves first, invests first, and spends what remains. Same income, different system, different result. This does not mean you should never enjoy your money. That is unrealistic. Money should improve your life. But if every raise becomes a new monthly payment, you are not getting richer. You are just making your paycheck more important. So what should Jake have done? Here are 3 simple rules. Rule number 1, do not upgrade everything at once. When your income rises, it is okay to improve one part of your life. Maybe you buy better food. Maybe you move somewhere safer. Maybe you replace something you truly need. But do not upgrade your phone, apartment, car, clothes, vacations, and subscriptions at the same time. That is how the raise disappears. Rule number 2, pay yourself first. Before the money reaches your spending habits, send part of it to savings, investments, or debt repayment, not at the end of the month, at the beginning. Because if you wait to save what is left, your lifestyle will probably eat it. Rule number 3, keep fixed costs low. Small treats are not usually what destroy people. Fixed monthly payments do. A coffee does not lock you into a contract, but a car payment does. A bigger apartment does. High interest debt does. If your fixed costs are low, you have options. If your fixed costs are high, your paycheck becomes a cage. Now imagine Jake handles his next raise differently. He gets an extra $700 a month. Instead of spending all of it, he saves or invests $400 automatically. He uses $200 to improve his life, and he keeps $100 as extra breathing room. Now his life gets better, but his future also gets stronger. That is the difference. More income does not automatically make you rich, better money habits do. If your paycheck grows, but your habits stay the same, your money problems simply become more expensive. But if your income grows faster than your lifestyle, that gap becomes freedom. And that is how you escape the raise trap.